Okay, Coom, salutations to the prime 747 24/7 361 degrees. We are logging in at 12:13 on the East Coast. How y'all feeling? Peace to you and yours. I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your attendance. I know it's kind of late. Peace to everybody that's up right now. I just wanted to share some thoughts. I'm gonna let this ride for a little bit while I do some invites, while I do some shout outs. Get yourself situated. Let's just have a great discussion, and I'd like to thank you for your time. If this is your first time joining this broadcast, I'd like to formally introduce myself. I am Solar Prime Supreme 131 Lazarus Lamel of the Messiah Code Movement, as well as the Tuwalu tribe. So today, whatever time you catch this video, I'd like to share a couple thoughts with you, and I just would like to just connect. That's it. We're gonna let it ride while I do the invites, while I do the shares, and let's go. Boom. Peace to the primes 747 24/7 361 degrees. Peace to the family. Peace. What's going on? How y'all feeling? So, man, it's just one of those times, man. You just got the feeling to just log in. That's a. It's just one of them times, yo. Peace to the family. Peace. Excuse me. What's going on? Yeah, it's just one of those times. I just want to share a couple thoughts. I want to share what's on my mind, and if I can connect with you, that'd be a great thing. I know a lot of people won't catch this video until whenever they get it. Sorry. Whenever they get it, it is what it is. So we have the African American Parade coming up, and we're about to take a trip tomorrow. And before we took that trip, I just wanted to do a little broadcast and chime in with the family, let y'all know how I feel, and let y'all know that it feels good to be a part of greatness, man. You know, time and time, I do my best to share information with people, and I have went through many challenges in order to share this information with you. It has been solid from the beginning. From the beginning, we are messiahs. A messiah is a leader or a savior of a particular group or a cause, but collectively we represent the body of the returning Messiah. That's the message. I know people have been looking for a Messiah to crack the sky, but the only sky that's going to be cracked is the sky of your mind. If anything, I can share with you. Only clouds that's going to be cracked is the clouds that's in your mind. And that heaven can be brought here on this planet Earth. It says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The heavens represent your mind. If anything, I can say to you. All right? It will be people that will try to stop you from achieving that heaven. And I tell people time and time again, you will go through a lot of hell in order to get to a little bit of heaven. That's how it is at times. Okay? So, if any words of encouragement, I would like to tell you to push through. You know, don't let nobody discourage you about anything. Anything, I'm serious. You know, it was very disappointing to hear somebody really had negative comments against the African American parade. All right. The fact that we're attending the parade or whoever's attending. And they even talked about even literally boycotting the parade. Talking about the only reason why they would come is to run up a bag on people, which essentially translates as just to get money from people. All right? Because they said essentially that this is what these people are doing. All right? They're running the bag up on people. All right? It didn't cost us a dime to get in the African American parade. And it's rich, full of heritage, if anything I can say. It's rich. See, people got it confused when it comes to unity. I'm going to tell you, I had it confused too at one point in time. At one point in time, I thought unity represent all of us representing one ideology. I thought unity represented all of us under one spirituality. I thought unity represented all of us looking alike. Man, I was so fooled. I was really a fool. Some people are fools and don't want to admit it. But I was a fool to literally think that unity represented everyone looking like me or everybody thinking like me. That wasn't it. You know, at this parade, it's going to be essentially different thoughts, different ideas, different, you know, however you want to express yourself. But essentially, I think we have one thing in common. It's love. It's not only love for self and kind, but it's love for one another. And knowing that, yeah, we can think differently. We can act and dress and even be different. But it's one thing that we must have in common. That's love. And if we don't have that, then we don't have anything. That's the truth of the matter. I had to learn so many things through the Messiah Code. I'm telling you, I had to learn it through experience. That was the first message that I gave to you in 2017, when affectionately I felt as though it was time for me to give my life to the universe in service. It's told you that God was an experience, something that we experience. It's something that that we feel. It's something that we touch. Something that we see. It's something that we smell. But overall, it's something that we feel. It's something that touches our heart, some sort of way. It touches our mind. It touches our life. That's what this is. And that's God in essence. People have been asking me for a source. And I told you look for the same source that the lakes get their source from. The same source that the oceans get their source from. The same source that the rivers get the source from. It's where I get my source from. The rivers of life. You know, you have to be like water. Water is malleable. It can take the shape of any vessel, including yours. All right? Not only that, through determination, water can cut through any object, anything, even steel. Water can cut through it. But you can hold it in your hand and let it fall and let it drop. You know, it's a powerful substance. You know, we speak to the waters, and when we speak to the waters, we speak with them. Keeping it real. All of these lessons that we share within the Messiah Code collectively represents the functionality of the body that we call the returning Messiah. It's how it operates. From the feet to the hands, the thighs, the knees, the shins, the biceps, the forearm. All of these things have a spiritual application. They're nodes. They're nodes in order to connect you to the network. The body is speaking to you. It speaks to you along this journey. Keep it real. It speaks to you in so many ways. And you must know, and you must have discernment. It's very important. You must have discernment in so many things, man. You must know not to play a game. Such a game. You must know not to involve yourself within that game. There's some things that I've really refrained from indulging myself within. And that's the game of forcing someone to drink the water that you have led them to. I'm not in that game. With no one. You know, I got many excuses. People tell me, yo, I have to work on Sunday, the day of the African American parade. But yet you pledged to come and join us. I mean, you pledged to come to join us. But you tell me you got work and you live in New York. That doesn't make sense to me. It shows that some of us are still enslaved and we don't know it. We thinking we doing something for self and we're truly not. We doing something to support someone else's dream. I'm wondering when we're going to find ourselves within this journey. Some of us. I'm just saying, I'm not talking to everyone. Y'all know who I'm talking to. You know, I never needed anybody to come. I'm just keeping it real. We all needed to come. If anything, it's not, I didn't need you to come. We needed, or you needed to come for yourself. Keep it real. Like, one thing that we're losing culture. You don't understand it. You think You think YouTube and everything, microwave and everything is culture? You just think being on this internet is culture? Having everybody cubed in a box in some form or whatever, you think that's culture? Part of culture is expression. It's being allowed to connect with other human beings, if you want to call us that. It's part of culture. We can't keep on microwaving this, thinking that we're going to get the ultimate experience of spirituality, because we're not. I'm sorry. You know, I speak to you like a brother, and I speak to you the best way I can. But some of you, I can't save you. I'm telling you, even my children. That's the saddest part about this journey. It's the saddest part. Everybody has their own choice once you're able to make a choice consciously. You have the choice to do whatever you choose with your life, with your spirituality, most of all with your honor. Like people, you know what I notice about people nowadays? A lot of people lack honor. Don't you know honor used to be a thing that someone could barter? At one point in time, honor was something that someone could barter, like money. It's very hard to find honorable people these days. Keep it real. A lot of people be talking. They talk such a good game. But time reveals everything. Time truly reveals everything of who people are. And that's something that we all got to pay attention to. Don't get caught for the opie dope. Don't be so ready to be tricked. We need more honorable people in this world. We need more people that want to have an honor society, of course, or something like that. We need people that understand what honor is truly about. That's how we can move forward as a society. As men, when we speak as men, when we say something, our word is our bond. You gotta watch what you say, man. You just can't say things so quickly. You should refrain from speaking so fast and so confidently, and ask yourself, are you truly saying the right thing to the person that you think that you're speaking the right thing to? You should ask yourself, are you drawing this from ego, or are you drawing this from the righteous place that you claim that you're drawing it from? We need people to reflect honor. If you say something, be what you say. Say what you be or what you are. And walk. And walk in that. You know, we're holding a dinner in Charlotte. We're going to give away food. It is our goal to feed 200 people. You know what's so deep about this? I'm going to tell y'all some deep stuff that'll blow your mind. Besides us having and finding a place for it, which is very easy. The deepest thing is, if you say that you're going to feed 200 people, the question is if you're going to feed those amount of people, are they going to really come? Imagine that. Just think of the question. Think about it. You shouldn't even have to advertise and say, yo, we're going to feed 200 people, whoever the first 200 people come. We shouldn't have to print out a flyer. We shouldn't have to, we should just say it. Yo, listen, we're going to feed 200 people on 12/21. We should just be able to say it. And guess what? People pick up the torch and start telling everybody else. That's how it should work. But let me tell you how the world works. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make that horse drink. You can't. Even though we can say that, yo, man, we're going to feed 200 people. But we feeding vegan food, yo. It's just vegan food. For real, it's healthy food. Oh, man, y'all feeding healthy food, man. We don't want that, man. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is how the world should work. We shouldn't even have to print out a flyer if we're feeding 200 people. You know how hard it is nowadays just to make ends meet. It's not easy. But we're willing to feed 200 people to collectively come together as a whole. It doesn't matter who you are, black, white, Spanish, blah, 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 whatever. You know, and that's the thing about the difference of what we represent between others that I see on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Like, what are you trying to prove? Because it's people that debate, you know, real things of the world that actually changes the course of the world. It changes the whole way of how we survive, or what we see as survival through certain debates. And philosophical debates, you can put it within that, has never been settled. They have never settled any philosophical debate to say, oh, you know what? I was wrong, you was right. People hold on to a lie until it's just a lie. But that'll be your own truth, or what you think is your truth. Somebody told me, it was so funny, man. Somebody came up to me and said, you're going to know the truth, it's going to set you free. And I said, where does it say that at? It doesn't even say that. And it's a misquote on how people utilize that. But the truth shall make you free. You understand that? You don't have to be set free. You don't have to be set like you're let loose like a dog or an animal. Like you wasn't free all along. You were made free within your mind. You just have to walk in it. You know, it's a couple things that's forbidden in our movement, and it's for me to go at somebody on the internet. Let me keep it real. I can't go on nobody on the internet. I can't call nobody out by name. I can't do something that really dishonors the organization by getting in some sort of internet feud. So anybody that would like to debate me, that's cool. We can debate anytime. That's cool. But if you would like to talk about, you know, constructive things for us to build the community, that would be better. That would be better. Because that's what I'm truly here for. I'm not here for what you think I'm here for. Because you've been misled when you heard the word Messiah. You have been so misled. They tricked y'all up so bad. They tricked y'all up so bad. And the biggest problem is that you assume that our culture is in a museum. And it's not. We are living, breathing all of those ancient people. That's what this is. We are living and breathing all of those ancient people. Real simple. So our culture is not in the museum, and we don't worship a time capsule, and we don't try to be in one. You know, it's going to be a time that people reflect on us and see who we are truly. They're going to see it and tell you we are the gods and goddesses, and people say, well, man, I don't want to be a god. No, we are the gods and goddesses of the future that will be worshipped thousands of years from now. Because you know why? If we are those gods and goddesses, you got to know how to be godly. If anything, I can tell you, you got to know how to be godly. You got to know how to act and conduct yourself as a godly person. It's a part of being a god. That's what it is. Let me share a couple of slides with y'all, man. I ain't do this in a while, but we're going to do it. So the Codex is not a book. It is a living program. Your consciousness must sync with the Codex to receive its updates. You don't need to read it. Only thing you do is what? You activate it. That's a fact. He who masters his mind masters reality. Thought is the command line to the matrix of life. Programmed with purpose. You know, I told people, I said, man, you either getting programmed or you writing the program. You either writing the program or you're getting programmed. Real simple. He who masters his mind also masters the reality. How hard is it to master the mind? People want to be masters over people, but instead of be masters over your own mind. Come on, man. So yeah, the Messiah is not coming. He is awakening. Do you understand that? Ring, 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 ring. Stop waiting. Start activating. Ring, 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 ring. Yeah. It's like an alarm ring going on. It's like a bell. It's like a horn. Somebody bumping the horn. They blowing the horn. That's all this trumpet is about. But they blowing the horn. And they telling you, come on. Answer the call. And when you answer the call, you pick up the phone, so you release yourself from that matrix. 131 is not a number, it's the sequence. Mind, body, and soul. All three are one. Must operate as one. You hear that? That's what the 131 is, mind, body, and soul. I mean, there's other ways to express that, because some people say that mind is soul and body is the corporeal personification, and spirit is that what encases the soul. But you know, we can put all of this together and we can decide what to classify it as. But you understand what I'm talking about. All three are one. The universe runs on algorithms. Learn the code and you can rewrite your life. You hear that? Algorithms. These algorithms are really deep, because the algorithms, if you notice, things form a geometrical pattern, geometrical shapes. When you think about it, you start to measure how we move, or how things and cycles in your life and different things that occur, they end up creating geometrical shapes. And we're either ruled by those geometrical shapes or we rule them. And that's the truth. That's truly the truth. You know, I'm here to declare you as a Messiah, a leader or a savior of a particular group or cause. But more importantly, when I say a Messiah, I'm talking about the 1 through 31. And that 1 through 31 collectively represents the body of that returning Messiah. So the universe runs on algorithms. You got to learn the code and rewrite it to rewrite your life, of course. And then there are no religions in the codex, of course, only data. Data is DNA. All holy books are different dialects of the same source language. Real simple. They're different dialects, different expressions of how the source expresses itself. This is important to know. Okay? He who waits to be saved will die in the loop. So much. You must be your own Messiah. You hear that? You can't wait for somebody to save you. You gotta save yourself. I'm trying to tell you. You have to save yourself. You have to be the salvation that you are looking for. Don't take it as a lonely path. Take it as a path of your awakening. Take it as a path of fortitude to bring out the trueness within who you truly are. The weapons are not physical. They are archetypes of mastery. The rod, staff, arrow, bow, sword, laser, and of course, the hammer. All this is original information. This is original information. This is what I talk about, utilizing the AI in such a way and being original. You never heard that anywhere. You know? Generated, pre-trained transformer. It can generate off of pre-trained data to transform or bring ideas into motion. But I'm going to tell you, you still have to be original. The computer is learning from you. And the moment you let it control you, then you don't have what you think you have as a real true experience, as a sentient being. You're being programmed. All right? That's why I tell you, I say, you know, we are not, our culture is not in a museum. It's right before you. It's always growing. It's always becoming. It's always changing and forming some sort of way. All right? So the weapons are not physical. They are archetypes of mastery. The rod, staff, arrow, bow, sword, laser, and hammer. These are the 7 weapons of the Messiah. All right? The rod is the spine, straight, unshaken, of course. Stand firm, discipline, activates divine power. Of course, the rod, because you know it's a hook on the end of the rod to pull you back when you get out of line. When you get out of line, when you out of line with yourself, you use the rod as chastisement to pull yourself back in the fold. Keep it real. And people, you know, I'm gonna tell you, never have too much pride to understand that like you can't be chastised. We learn that yes, chastisement is a part of the journey. And the universe chastises us all the time. So guess what? So we can handle the challenge and we can be that much greater. Because when we are not checking ourselves, something needs to check us. All right? The staff is stability. It keeps your steps aligned. Walk with balance, not dependence. Of course. Why? Because the staff is, think about it. The staff is when you are, it's your example. That's when you're being an example. Because the staff is watching you. All right? You're not leaning on the staff. The staff is actually, you know, is a conduit of your journey. Of course. But the staff is watching you as to be the example. And you knowing that you have to be the example, you check yourself. So that's why it's stability. It keeps your steps aligned. And that's why you walk with balance and not dependence. You don't have to lean on a staff. No. Staff leans on you. It needs you to animate itself. Without you, it's just a stick, not moving. For real, for real. It's just an ornament, not being mobile, not mobilizing itself. It's not an animation, it's stagnant. So therefore you don't lean on a staff. Cool. So the arrow is intention sent with precision. Don't act until your aim is clear, of course. Why? Because the arrow, you got to know where to lead people. If you are this so-called, example, you got to know where to lead people. That's why you get the arrow. The arrow is very important. You get the arrow before the bow, because after that comes the bow. But you utilize this arrow to have the right direction to take people in the right way. The bow is focused under pressure. Tension builds strength. Don't rush to release. It's a formula of tension. When there's so much tension and the release of that tension, it's a formula behind that. The trajectory of how things, when you have so much tension and then you release that tension. It goes for the mind too, where you have certain tension on you, and when you release it, the trajectory of where that energy can go. I'm trying to tell you, some tension could be frustrating. It can be so frustrating to people where people just start to they wild out. That's that tension. But you can use the tension of the bow. You can use that same tension to represent contemplation. How you contemplate your thoughts in your mind. When you contemplate your thoughts, that's the tension when you pulling back the bow. And when you pull back that bow, that's when you release it, schwap. And then what happens? It hits the target, because you in contemplation when you pull that bow back. You understand? So these are the 7 weapons of the Messiah. The bow is focused under pressure. Tension builds strength. Don't rush to release. Don't rush anything. We tap into the turtle, y'all. We into the turtle. We don't follow the rabbit in the Matrix. We don't follow that bear rabbit. That's a trickery. Tricks are for kids. Kids are baby goats. All right? But we don't follow the rabbit, y'all. We follow the turtle, the ancestor. All right? The patient one. Some things that we have to learn to do. And then, shell represents the observer as well. That's what the turtle is. The bow is focused under pressure. Tension builds strength. So you don't rush nothing. The sword is the tongue of truth. Speak with clarity and strike with wisdom. Of course, because sword is what? Sacred words or sharp words. When your words are sharp, that's what sword is. That's what a sword is. A sword is when your words are so sharp. When you really let me tell you something. You will have so many challenges in front of you, and through the course of everything, you have to make sure that your word is sharp. And that's what the S in front of sword is for. It's for to sharpen up your words. It's to sharpen up your tongue. So you'll be fit for the battle that you have to face. You're going to have to know what to say. You have to know how to react in certain situations, because people will test your tongue. I'm trying to tell you. People will test your tongue to pull your tongue in a certain direction that, remember, the universe works on algorithms, and so does your body, and so does your mind. Have your tongue have the rhythm of love on it. Start wishing people, blessing people. Don't let nobody draw you into a conversation where you're using your powers against yourself. Only thing that can defeat you is you as a Messiah. I told y'all before, long ago, that you have the power as a Messiah, collectively. You have the power to do something on this earth. And it's like, wow, really? What is my power? I want to know. Every Messiah that's collectively a part of the body, all right? that can resonate with that identity has the power to do certain things. And the power is this. They have the power of expression and manifestation through that expression. All right? It has to be truly from the heart though. Keep it real. So that's why you don't, as a Messiah, you don't, wish nobody bad. You don't wish bad on nobody. You don't be like, yo, man, I wish bad on you. Or whatever. You don't say nothing really bad about them in some sort of way to wish bad on them. I'm trying to tell you, because it will come bad on you. It will come bad on you because you have the power of manifestation through your tongue. You're supposed to be going around blessing people as a Messiah. Yo, you blessed. Yo, you blessed. You good. Don't worry about that. You good. I got you. Here, you healed. Yo, walk free. Walk free, man. Look, smile. Lift your head up. Come on. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing as a Messiah. Tapping into that force. You're supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, trust me, it's reciprocity and spirituality. Like when you tap into that real force, that spiritual reciprocity, all of that, everything comes back to you. It truly comes back to you. And guess what? When it comes back to you, it's not because you asked for it to come back. It's not because you asked for it to come back at all. You know why it comes back? I'll tell you. It comes back because it's a certain law called resonance. Resonance. How things resonate. Like if I shout in a tube, right? And I shout my voice in the tube and it hits the wall, that sound is going to bounce back to me, right? When it bounces back to me, it's going to bounce back in a way to make a connection, all right? To make some form of connection. Now, every word is energy in motion. It's an emotion. You hear me? It's emotion. It's an energy in motion. So when you say these words go out and they look for places to take root. They look for places to fall upon the earth, to take root. That's what these things do. That's what happened. All right? So it's a bounce back. When it bounces back, all right, it comes to you and it has to take root in your heart. It has to take root in your being. It has to take root in who you are. And that's the rhythm of life. Because listen, your heart, one thing about your heart is the heaviest thing on your body. You say, yo, you hypothetically speaking. Listen, at the center of your heart, you got hemoglobin, right? And at the center of that hemoglobin, you got iron. You got an iron element, which is ferromagnetic. All right? So now what I'm telling you is the heaviest part of your body is your heart. The earth sits at a tilt, and so does your body, having your heart on the left side. So you're able to have balance when you walk through the earth. And keep it real. I mean, symbolically speaking, but you can take it however you want, because it's time when your heart weighs so heavy on you, it's hard to carry it. It's hard to carry your heart around because your heart is weighing so heavy on you. Am I right or wrong? A lot of people, they testing your heart. They testing the way you use your heart. Look, I remember I was in the hood. I had to move out of the hood. Not because, let me keep it real. Not because I didn't want to be in the hood or that I thought I was better than anybody in the hood. I had to move out of the hood because people saw me as a light in the hood, in a dark place. It was I was such a light in a dark place. And people would come to that light and they would feed off of that light so much that it would dim my light. That's why I said your heart weighs heavy at times. And at times it's hard to carry it around. It's hard to carry your heart. It's hard to carry your heart because it weighs so heavy on you within this world. My word, yo, man, I don't want nothing from y'all. I don't want no money from y'all. It's nothing that y'all can give me that I don't already have. Let me keep it real. You say, Lamel, what are you on here for? What do you like? What are you doing with this Messiah Code movement? What are y'all trying to start a cult? What is this like? What are y'all up to? Like, this is like, y'all been so hurt by the conscious community, by the preachers, by the imams, by all the religious institutions, by the government. Y'all been so trodden on and don't even realize it. And when somebody comes to you that's coming to you right, you may not know how to take it. Let me keep it real. Because we've been so trodden on. We've been so trodden on giving our money to people, expecting people to build schools. And we've been giving our money to people and they've been pedophiles and all types of weird stuff going on. And like, man, it's just crazy stuff going on in the conscious community. People taking our money and saying we're giving you sovereignty. Man, it's just so much trickery. Oh man, we're gonna fix your credit. Man, everybody psychic readings. And so man, well, I got this answer for you. I mean, come on, man. It's so saturated. Like the internet is so saturated with fakery. I can see your fakery. I totally can see that fakery. But it's so saturated with it. So if somebody come to you that's real, somebody come to you like, yo, man, I'm going to speak to you from the heart. I'm going to just speak to you the way a brother should speak to you. I'm going to speak to you that somebody that has been hurt, somebody that has been trodden on by the conscious community, somebody that has been stepped on in such a way when I came with original ideas and thought the same conscious community tried to shoot me down and say I wasn't being conscious. I had to step back. I had to step back and say, yo, what's up, man? But I'm coming to y'all like one of y'all. I'm coming to y'all because I've been through that situation. I've been through certain organizations and I gave what I can give to them so that I can help build them up or build their ideas up. And keep it real. I only got one idea at this point in time. And that's collectively, we need to do something to save our future. If we ain't doing that, then I ain't with it. I ain't with none of that stuff. I ain't with none of that religion, weird stuff. I ain't with that dress code stuff. I ain't with treating your women like this. I'm not with none of that. I'm with the advancement of our minds, our technology, our spiritual technology. I'm not with none of that stuff that these dudes are with. They want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to build a people with the same ideas that we got to innovate the future for our children and our children's children. That's a fact. And that's why we walking with messiahs in this day and time. We walking with those that want to live that way. And stop making excuses because I don't want to hear it. Anytime somebody tell me excuses, in my mind, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I be like, you want me to tell you what I say in my mind? Anytime somebody give me an excuse about anything, you know what I say in my mind? I say, you full of shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Any one of y'all that my friends, we cool, we whatever, y'all, we might bang, but if you give me an excuse, I'm gonna say you full of shit. And you might feel offended if I'm telling you the truth at this point, because I really think you are full of shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't believe in yourself. A lot of us are like, y'all been so dormant. Y'all been so dormant. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all been so trapped up and so used to entrapment that y'all don't even know y'all in the trap. Oh man, I'm getting money in the trap. Yeah, I'm doing this in the trap. I'm like, I'm doing what I gotta do in the trap. Not realizing that it's a trap. Still a trap. I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to lift you up. And keep it real. That's what this program is about. This program ain't about beating you up. It's about lifting you up. We ain't coming with no excuses. Lean on me. Lean on each other. Let's lean on each other. Not asking for something, but let's lean on each other to build something up. Man, we building the Messiah Code from the ground up. And guess what? It's people that think different ways. It's people that look different ways. And people that feel a different way. I don't care. But let's figure out a way that we can identify with something that's real. Because if we ain't doing that, we ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you. And this is one of them emergency broadcasts, something that your brother had to get off his chest. Because if I don't get it off, I'm subject to explode. I'm subject to explode. You already know, Monet. Happy birthday to you, 9/19. 9/19, Lunar Prime Supreme. Let me give you a reading real quick. Happy birthday to you, Monet. I want to say I love you. And I really wish you prosperity in everything that you got going on. I mean that from the heart. I wish you prosperity. Thank you for everybody watching in YouTube, Facebook. Yo, if you ain't celebrating sunshine, you ain't doing nothing. You didn't brought the human part of me out. Yeah. I love you, sis. My MF year of 1. Go ahead. Give you your flowers. Sister Sunshine, yeah, new beginnings for the goddess. New beginnings for the goddess. Love you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Nah, I really wish prosperity for you. You know, I see something in you that I don't see in nobody else. I haven't seen in nobody else. Let me keep it real. I see something in you that I haven't seen in no one else before. And you have found a way to, perform in any way, in any possible. You got so many performances underneath your belt, I think, that performing, probably you're getting so better at it. I just noticed when I follow in your journey, and I think I don't know if you're doing all the performances just for practice or to get better or to get comfortable or familiar with your song or however you do it, but if it's a block party, if it's a such and such, if it's a whatever, I'm showing up there. Man, come on, man. That's real. That's real. That's real consistency and determination. You locking down an industry of your own. If anything I can say. Let me I'll do that. I'll do a little bit on the 9/19. So 9, see in a codex is kind of different. I know you already got a knowledge of numbers and different things like that. But let me express to you about the 9 in the body of the Messiah. See, in our lessons, the way we share information, we don't look at 9 as being completion. 9 represents faru, or joy. Okay? Completion would be 31. Because the cycles, if I ask you when's your birthday, it doesn't go between a 1 and 9 number. Your birthday goes in between a 1 and 31. See, every number you think that's a compound figure is not really is a compound figure. No, it's its own entity. A three plus a three and a one, it's its own entity. It's not four. It might have a relationship with four, but it's not four. 31, it's its own entity. You know, so going back to the number nine, the nine represents faith. All right, it's located on the bicep, the right bicep of the Messiah. All right, so usually when the universe is testing you, or when the universe is evolving you some sort of way, they put a book in your hand, right? And when they put that book in your hand, you lift it to your face. And when you lift it to your face, it actually builds not only your physical strength, because you're lifting it to your face, right? And you're getting mental strength as well, all right, by keep on lifting this book to your face. So the number nine is connected to the bicep. It's connected to your mental strength as well as your spiritual strength to be indulgent within your faith, within your spirituality, and within your studies. All right? It would truly bring about your joy by indulging yourself in these things. And that's why the universe has given you possession over that position of the body. What you utilize your strength for, that's the question. You know what I mean? Because people assume that Samson was so strong because God gave him strength like that. He said, I do got guns, you know what I mean? You funny. Yeah, his real strength was in the Most High. Because Sam represents three characters. Let me keep it real. Sam is really I would say it's really like a riddle. So when I talk about Samson, I'm actually talking about the threefold. I'm talking about Sam as in Samuel, which was the prophet, and then Samson that had strength, the brute strength, and then Samuel, Samuel, which who destroys those for El, who actually destroys those of El, who holds the weapons of El. So this is all part of your journey. I'm describing you. I'm describing at 9. And then going to the 19 is called the Galactical Hero. Hear me out. The number 19 is on the left shoulder of the Messiah. It's on the left shoulder of the Messiah. I don't know if I have do I have a book right here? I'll show you. The number 19 is on the left shoulder of the body of Messiah. So this left shoulder, it actually see, because the shoulders represent burden. It represent being able to hold burden, to be able to bear the burden, should I say. Everything on the left side is associated with the right brain activity as well. So when you think about the number 19, apply it to your studies, but apply it like this. I got one for you. Apply it like this. Apply the number 19 to right brain activity. What does the right side of your brain do? And whatever the number 19 in your study of numerology, apply it to that aspect. Because within the body of the Messiah, the 19 is on the left side of the body. All right? But it represents right brain activity. All right? Anything on the left, look at it. Anything on the right side of the body represents left brain activity. So if I'm talking about the body of the Messiah and I'm corresponding the numbers, if I correspond the numbers and some of them numbers are on the left side of the body, it corresponds for right brain activity. And if I talk about the right side, it's left brain activity. All right? So the left side or left brain is more mechanical. You know what I mean? So when I was expressing like the stuff about number 9, apply it to a mechanical measure, like mechanics, the way a machine would work. All right. And then when I was applying the number 19 and the things that are connected to the number 19, connect those to the right brain activity. Right brain creativity is emotion, love, certain other things that are, the way how should I say, the way even feeling is connected to right brain activity. All right, like emotional feeling. So yeah, they're all applied to those. All right, I was giving y'all some work. Though. I was giving y'all this work. I was talking about this stuff right here. Schwab. The laser is refined thought made of light. A focused mind is the most powerful force on the earth. Because what is Lazarus? Lazarus is really lasers are us. That's what Lazarus is. It's the process of resuscitation through the course of ecclesia, which is to gather. That's where they get the word church from. It wasn't the fact that it was a building that people congregated. It was the fact that it was a place that we all made a connection to gather the spirit of the force. All right. So the lasers refined thought made light. And guess what? And the same thing when you speak words, they look to take root so they can solidify. It's the same thing when you concentrate that light. When you concentrate that light, that laser, guess what happens? It looks for something to burn through or to cut through so it can solidify itself. Imagination comes from an image of something that is physically possible. All right? So the hammer is the force of transformation. Bang. Bang. That's when it hits you. You get that big bang. Break down illusions. Build a new world. This is what we're doing in the Messiah Code Spiritual Conscious Evolution for Future Technology. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. When I be talking about different things like, yo, man, we about to start building stuff with AI. People want to be stars, and that's fine, being stars with AI and all of that. But it's not my goal to be a star with and utilize AI in this fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's not my goal. It's my goal to build these things that you see on the screen. It's my goal to take these things and build these things into something that is useful for us to actually have. I want to build rocket ships. I want to build things that I just thought wasn't possible. And I know at this point, anything's possible. Anything is possible. That hammer is the force of transformation, because bang, when it hits you, when that big bang hits you, bang, it brings things into order. It brings everything into order, just like the courtroom. Because now you know when it bang, it hits you, it hits your heart, it hits your mind. It hits you so hard that it has to bring things in order. Faith without application is a dead foul fact. If you are not executing and you don't believe it, I mean, keep it real. I hear a lot of people talking, yo, man, yo, Mimi, yo, people be telling me some stuff. They be acting like, they be so disrespecting my handle. Like, I be like, yo, you disrespecting my handle almost. Because you're acting like you're not feeding me some bull crap. You act like you really know. You act like, listen, oh my gosh. You act like you're not feeding me some bull crap. It's not like, come on, man. You act like, and it's not even like that. Yo, Mimi, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, it just be ridiculous stuff. And I be wondering why. It's the same reason why when I was in the hood, what was going on. People saw my light. People saw my light. And I'm going to tell you some real stuff. People try to change my light too, in so many ways. But I refuse to let anyone change the color of my light. It's going to truly shine purple. It's going to continue to truly shine purple. Keep it real. And I've been stomped on. I've been like disrespected. I've been having like, you know, the baby gang that happened before. I'm gonna keep it real. Just keeping it real with y'all. I refuse to let any of that change my character. I let everything just let it be. Keep it real. And everything has been working out. Everything has truly been working out in the right way it needs to be working out. So faith without application is a dead file, if anything I can say. Just building it up, and as a computer must be cleared, so must be the mind. Fear, doubt, independency must be what? Deleted. It must be deleted. See, you, like, the mind is the computer. You are programming all this. All of these functionalities run just like a computer. You know what I'm saying? And when you in certain repetitions, guess what? You either being programmed or you're programming. And keep it real. Let me see this. I only want like 10 more minutes of y'all time. I know it's late. We're going to go on to 131 on the East Coast. He who masters self does not need to rule others. And that's a fact. Please stop trying to rule people. They say, yo, man, Lamel, you just want people to follow you. No, I don't. You know what I want us to do? I'm going to keep it real. Yo, I want us to form a body. Like, I want us to form a body. You want to be the head? Well, what's your log date? Let me see what your log date is. When's your birthday? I'll tell you what position in the body you are. Like when I was talking to Sunshine, I was like, yo, you the right bicep and you the left shoulder. Imagine if you didn't have your right bicep and you didn't have your left shoulder. Let me just blow it off. Let me just blow off your right bicep and your left shoulder. Let's see how functional you'll be if you didn't have these things. Oh, I thought so. Just add a spiritual application to what these things represent. Keep it real. Every body part is important. Everybody wants to be the head. What's your log date? Everybody wants to be the head instead of the feet. Why don't you be the feet so you can take us places? Take us to the right place. Just be the feet. I'll be the feet. Let me be the feet. If I be the feet, I'm going to take y'all where y'all need to go for real. We're going to run to the destination. If y'all allow me to be the feet, if y'all allow me to be the ears of the body, I'm gonna help everyone here to hear the truth of the matter. I don't have to be the head. You can be the head if you want. Just let me be the eyes so I can give everyone here vision. So I can help you see what you need to see so you can see the truth of the matter. Just give me the eyes. You don't got to give me the head. You can have the head. Man, you can, how about this? Man, just give me the heart so I can do the right thing with it. So I can move with the right beat. So I can move with the right rhythm and know how to process emotions. But you can have the head if that's what you want. If you want to be the head. Because I don't want to be the head. It's many other body portions that I would like to be. So I can truly give you what you need. in this world collectively as the body of the returning Messiah. And that's real. You know? And you know what's so real? Let me say this. This is real. This is real right here, y'all. You see this? This is real, man. This is us working. This is accomplishment, man. This is us taking a step. This is us taking a step into wholeness. This represents a collective idea. This represents a real focus. I'm sorry, Jamila. I didn't put you on here. I got you on the next one. I got you. I just need some new pictures of you because all your other pictures are old, and I didn't want to use the old picture. But yeah, this represents, man. This represents a real deal, man. These are people that I connected with on my journey, you know, and as well as, you know, my family and people that I really love, man, I really care about, that's a part of this movement. We're going to be participating in a parade. You understand that? We're not watching a parade. We're going to be participating in the parade on Sunday. We're going to be participating in the parade. You know what I mean? This is a real accomplishment for our organization. We have lifted ourselves up to become a 501c3. You know what I'm saying? A nonprofit, charitable, educational organization. Like, man, we doing something great, y'all. We doing something special. Before your eyes, you are seeing something become great from the ground up. Imagine that, y'all. Y'all didn't imagine that. We are y'all are watching a butterfly come from a cocoon. Y'all are watching that before your eyes. And before your eyes, y'all seeing collectively us coming together. Being able to express our thoughts and ideas and, you know, being able to be who we are. Everybody in this movement that's expressing themselves is different. But you know what? We still find a way to meet in the middle. I'm asking you the same thing. You know, if you found yourself backing up from the movement because you had a lot of things going on, at this point in time, I'm asking you to bring yourself closer because a lot of those problems could be solved through us. All right? Through us really, you know, I would say fortifying the energy that we need within each other in order to catapult ourselves to the greatness that's really, truly within our potential. Keep it real. We need to be around that good energy, somebody that really wants goodness for you. Imagine you trying to do good, but you're around haters that want bad for you. The moment they see you doing good, they start calling it out and start being trying to pull you down and pull you out of it. But here in the Messiah Code movement, we here to uplift you. Tell you, yo, go do what you want to do. Long as it's doing it for the people, go ahead and do it. I got 4 minutes left on this broadcast. We are messiahs, y'all. You know, this is spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. Now, I will be opening up the AI classes too. I'm going to be doing that. All right. I'm going to be doing the AI classes for people that want to know about the AI. And but in my class, we're not just going to be doing art, pictures. We're not just going to be doing videography or anything like that. we're going to start building the machines of the future. In our programs, what we're offering to the people, we're going to build the machines of the future. All right. We're going to build the technology that we need for the future in order to serve our purpose. We need to cultivate the land. We need to, be able to, live healthy. And the only way we can do that is through a knowledge database that's open for us to connect with it. So if there's any comments or any questions before I get off, let me know. I'm gonna get off at 1:31 on the East Coast. It might be 10:31 on the West Coast. That's still a 1:31. Any comments? People on YouTube, Facebook, I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you for your time. Sister Jamila, we love you. Come home. Sister Tonita Gray, come home. I really want to help push you. I really want to help push whatever you got going on. I really support you. A lot of other people that's hearing this calling, come home. Come home. Let's build it. Let's build it. Whatever we want to do, let's build it together. You know what I mean? That's it. This was a real great discussion. I really hope y'all enjoyed the Messiah Code. I really hope y'all just enjoyed me just expressing my thoughts, because I just felt it was like that. I just felt it was time to just really say something. I'm gonna go live tomorrow too. I'm gonna do that because I want to remind people that we are attending the African American Parade. You know what I'm saying? I want to remind people that. And if you would like to join us, I would like to give you the opportunity to join us. So we got one more minute before we get off. Remember, man, we all we got. We all we got, y'all. We keep it real. Besides anything, we all we got, man. We all we got. And we need to really push each other to take ourselves to the next level. We need to support one another to really build up what we need to build. And we can't let each other go. Not like that. Keep it real. We gotta hold each other so with that grip. Nah. Can't let each other go like that. Because man, sin lieth at the door. So much. So it's a 1:31. I want to say thank you everybody that